Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And stampeding through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Bulldozes him. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tennessee!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
7, East Carolina, 0.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First down for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
To the air, it's Hauser. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, East Carolina 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. To the 23.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Wide out in motion. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball!
Number 3 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Harris. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Makes the catch. It's Harris. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Pirates!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Matthews. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
He's tackled.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Feeling some heat. That's reeled in. It's Sampson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Dances away from the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he grabs it at the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Tennessee, 14, East Carolina.
The Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's right. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, East Carolina! And once he got loose, it was all over. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Tennessee.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you bring more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gonna let it fly, and the pass is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He finds his man. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. They're bringing heat. Got his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Pirates look to keep this drive humming. He's going to pass. Shoots it to the left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires and picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Looking to move it through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Off play action.
That's the end of the third quarter. Tennessee 14, East Carolina 12.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Makes the grab. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thornton. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Complete. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for room, it's Sampson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Touchdown Volunteers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Off the play fake. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Great move, now he's got room. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on second down. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Harris. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
East Carolina.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to throw. It's Hauser. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown ECU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He wants to throw here on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack. down at the 44. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break, at some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Alabama 0.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Texas.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Blue. At the 35, he's got room. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Going up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Blue. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. They're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Coming after him. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Blue. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll go back to the ground. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
With the catch, it's Golden. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Snagged on the outside, it's Golden. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Finds his man. It's Blue. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Alabama.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 691. Gators score.
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The give is to Miller. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Extending the play. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
42 Spider. Belly stunner.
Give to the back. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
Spider.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas 21, Alabama 7.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the RPO, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Alabama quickly back to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Miller with the ball. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it, fires complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. They were ready for the onside kick and executed.